I'm photographing the solar eclipse. Where I am, it's only going to be a partial solar eclipse. I'm on Cape Cod, so we're going to get, where I am exactly on Cape Cod, it's going to get like 88% coverage. Yeah, you can see the eclipse starting. The moon is much smaller than the sun. How is it possible for the moon to block the whole sun? And the answer is that the sun, although it is 390 times bigger than the moon, it is also 390 times farther away. And so they both have the same angular size in the sky. And when they are aligned just right, the moon completely covers what's called the photosphere of the sun. Every time there's a solar eclipse, it is on a new moon. A new moon is when the moon is between the Earth and the sun, such that the backside of the moon, the side that we can't see, is what's being illuminated by the sun. The front side, the side we can't see it because it's dark. A new moon occurs when the moon's orbit around the Earth puts the moon between Earth and the sun. This happens approximately every 29.5 days, a period known as a synodic month. During a new moon, the sun illuminates the far side of the moon from Earth's perspective, leaving the side facing Earth in darkness, which makes the new moon invisible to us. The moon's orbit around the Earth is tilted 5 degrees relative to Earth's orbit around the sun. This means that for most of its orbit, the moon is either below or above the plane of Earth's orbit. However, there are 2 times per month when the moon's path intersects with Earth's orbital plane. These points are called nodes. A solar eclipse can only happen when a new moon coincides with the moon being at one of these nodes. This is all very confusing because everything is always in motion. The Earth is rotating on its axis from west to east, the moon is orbiting around the Earth, and the Earth-Moon system is orbiting around the sun. It is amazing. I did not realize as it was happening, because I didn't think it was supposed to get that much darker or colder here, since I wasn't having a total eclipse. I just had a partial eclipse, although it was about 88%. But there's no question, it was much darker after about half the sun was covered. And it stayed that way until about half the sun was back. And I was quite uncomfortable being cold, and I just didn't attribute it to the eclipse. I just thought the temperature had dropped on its own, but it was because the sun was mostly covered, which makes sense, I guess. I just didn't pick up on that until after the sun started coming back and it started warming up and got much brighter outside than it had been. So anyway, that was fun.